It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud. And that one too high and incomplete.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Open man here is Conklin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll throw again. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
3rd and 12. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson shoves him aside. And he's got this down to the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Jackson's throw complete here on target to Tonyan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Jameis to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Jackson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Winston now to throw on 1st down.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Well, the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Now it's Jackson. Catch made by Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 27. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tonyan, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Slayton. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Colts.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds Wilson, and he's brought down. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Thielen going to go in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And Stroud now to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Taken from his own 44 here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts first down.
Jackson now.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw again is Jackson.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well.
Touchdown, Colts. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st down, Colts.
Looking to throw. Jackson. This one is Slayton over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Jackson. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
DeAndre Swift with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Colts extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that's Elliott, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jameis again.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Now 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. How about this? And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 4 yards out. And the Colts are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Swift is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1st down, Winston.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kenneth Murray just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. That's complete to Slayton. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side jump.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, either threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.